Carrie, I'm gonna start early. I'm gonna start early. Morning. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Honolulu. Hope everyone's having an awesome Saturday. Or Saturday, Jesus. Thursday. It's not quite Saturday yet, Patrick. Feels like it's Saturday, though. I'm in my Saturday location. A couple of nice Dreamliners to start off the show. One coming in from New Zealand and one going out to Seattle. So I want to wish everyone a happy Opsgiving, no matter where you are. As Opsgiving is the holiday we can celebrate all over the world. Morning, Josh and Alan. Thanks for being here. You guys will get holiday pay today, which I believe is 1.5 times your normal rate. We had a rabbit sighting earlier. I don't know if he's still here. He's copying Walt today, I think. Of course, I think we all just copy Walt, so I think Brandon's on his way down to Grand Cayman, if I remember that correctly. Well, hello, Jennifer. Jen. Heath. John. I saw Keith earlier. Fire truck's here. It's in the mail. It's in the mail, fire truck. Hello, perfect. Martin's in the house. Martin will be here in just a couple of weeks, I think. Getting very close. So our second departure off 8 left. Looks like it's going to be a Southwest this morning. It's heading off to Hilo. It's Southwest Flight 16. So it's starting to move here for a bit. Hello, Centex. Thank you. Les Shemp in the house. Oh yeah, we'll show you that here in just a second. Legalized Shemp. Let's see if we can make sure we're not going to miss it. We had a Air Canada apparently spend the night here last night. I don't know why, but it's we usually don't see Air Canada or the other Canadian usually come here late and then leave late. So they'll come in the late afternoon and then leave at night. So my guess is this decided to stay overnight. Oh yeah, we got. Oh, were you talking about which one were you talking about? Somebody asked about this one. We're gonna get to this one here in a second. So this one here came in Tuesday. It came in from La Paz in South America. I don't know why it's here. I don't know why it's still here. Well, let's see if I can zoom in a little more. This one came in middle of the afternoon on Tuesday. It came, like I said, from South America. So I don't know why it's here. My guess is it's either a charter flight or they've sold it and it's being ferried somewhere for either repainting or conversion or something like that. That's just a guess. I really don't know. It can't. So since it came in on usually the ferry flights, though, I'm a little confused of where they stuck it because it's actually uh, at an old Southwest gate. You see the Southwest next to it. Southwest, all the Southwest flights used to be way over there at the very end of the terminal too. Uh, so it's actually at a gate, I believe, over there. Usually the ferry flights are over by the like Signature Aviation or some of those other things where they take care of Atlantic Aviation, places like that. Or left. I don't know why it's over here. So Martin, our good friend Martin Poulet from Germany, Hawaii is calling 9 days left. Coming up quick. See you very soon. Celebrating 22 months with us. Move that graphic over. Trying to reposition this graphic. It's I added the ops giving graphic. Yeah, put it back in. Now we'll try it again. It's a little bit there. Just below the graphic. And I can see the full graphic now. So it's thank you very much. 22 months at the 330 level. See you very soon, Martin. Yeah, I'm sure we'll see you before you leave. So. Yeah, this is an airline I'm not super familiar with because like it doesn't come here. I only see it in other streams, and sometimes the other streams don't really give airlines deep history. So I don't know much about this airline. I'm assuming it's a budget airline like uh, so many over there. There's a ton of budget airlines over there. I'm assuming it's one of those, but I'm not hugely familiar with it. So if anybody knows why it's here, I'd love to know. Thanks, Salt Lake City Flights. Same to you. almost moved to Pennsylvania once. 1999, I think it was. Yeah, 1999. Roger Waters did a very short tour, like 15 dates, and they were all in the Northeast. And it was the first time he toured in a very long time, so I made sure I went to at least one of those shows. The show I chose was Pittsburgh because Pittsburgh is where my cousin lived, and I was able to stay with her on the cheap. Um, so I went to Pittsburgh, and it was August, I believe, so late summer. We went to a preseason Steelers game, so it was very early in the football season, probably end of August. And I had this starting a little later today, so everything's coming up on me quick. We're almost at the A&A already. Uh, I had this like preconceived notion of what Pittsburgh was going to be like. I thought it was going to be this dingy coal town where everything was black and white, and it was just gross, and the people were all mean, and uh, they're all just bitter Steelers fans. And when I went there, I was completely blown away by how nice it was. The downtown was awesome. My cousin lived right across the river from downtown. She'd walk across the river to work. The people were friendly. It was really nice, and I was like, man, this is really nice. And that's about when I first started to get the notion of I wanted to get out of Texas for a little while. And I thought, well, maybe I'll just, move up to Pittsburgh for a year or so and get a little. I'd be close to my cousin and some kind of support system in case something really. And then I looked at what the temperature in Pittsburgh was in February, and that's where that dream died. I didn't want to be in Pittsburgh in February. So next we have our lovely turtle friend. If it'll come into focus, come into focus, turtle. Well, Backfield a little early today. Here's the scheduled arrival time on just a wee bit early. Speaking of wee bit early, hello, wee Linda. Josh, how far did she drive for getting her suitcase? Oh, okay, Matthews. Thanks for stopping by. Have a happy Ops giving. 2 hours. Jeez. Hello, Ron. On 1179. Welcome to 717 Inter Island Traveler Local. You'll enjoy all the comfort of the 717 as you zip between the islands. Seats in economy don't recline, but you're never really in the air long enough to notice. Thank you very much, and well, Josh has got nothing to do for a little while, so Josh will be by with your hog drinks soon. Thank you very much. Hello, Sean. Sean Bramlett's home with a $2 super chat. Yeah, we don't, as you probably guess, we don't get many public airlines. Next one coming in, though, is an airline we get quite a bit, UPS, that is coming in 747. So thanks for the information, Sean. Thanks for the super chat. I really appreciate it. That's a Hawaiian crossing there. Probably noticed that. There is a 747. Closer, as soon as I shift my hands around. Thanks again, Sean. Packages never stop, even on a federal holiday. So I've flown on a Czech airline, but it wasn't SmartWings. We flew 2018. We flew from Barcelona, not Barcelona. Uh, where were we flying from? Not Barcelona, Patrick. That's Mrs. Reverse Ops laughing at me. I think she's laughing at me in the background. Bologna, not Barcelona. We were in Bologna, in Italy. Yes, thank you. She's texting me now. Thank you. Sorry, it's a holiday. I had a brain fart. So we flew into Rome and then took one of the fancy high-speed trains up to Bologna, and then we were going to the Czech Republic. But instead of driving across the Alps through Austria, we decided to fly, and we flew on Czech Airlines. Nice, not bad. Didn't hate it. I remember liking the Czech, the Prague airport. I don't remember what specifically I liked about it, but it seemed like a good airport. Bologna was one of the ones where we had we had to walk out on the tarmac. I always like that. A lot of people hate that, where you walk out on the tarmac and then walk up a ramp to your airplane or stairs to your airplane. A lot of people hate that. I don't mind that. I think it's cool to look around and be out on the tarmac. Then we took another train down from Prague through Austria, stopped in Vienna for 2 days, and then went off to Budapest. And then left. We left from Budapest. That was the longest flight day I think we've ever had. We left Budapest at like 7, maybe it was even earlier than, but I mean like 6 a.m. And then we flew through Heathrow, and then LAX, and then Honolulu. That was a long day. That was a very long day. So Sean is back with us for celebrating 3 months. It's a 321 level. Thank you for that. Hope everyone had first option. Excellent Thanksgiving. I hope so too. I think hopefully today is a day where we can all just. I know a lot of people listening to this are not celebrating Thanksgiving, but be in a Thanksgiving kind of mind. You don't have to be American to want to be thankful. But thanks, Sean. Thanksgiving has always been one of my favorite holidays. Probably my favorite holiday. Beats out Christmas. Beats out 4th of July. I love Thanksgiving. There's a bunch of reasons. Hello, iCrush servers. Happy Opsgiving to you and yours as well. Texter, Carrie Kiddo, hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope you're eating lots of Cool Whip with your pie. So the great thing I think about Thanksgiving, or here Opsgiving, is it's not about presents and things, and it's about being with your peeps, your family, your friends, whether you have a friendsgiving or a family giving or just whatever. It's about being with your friends and just hanging out with your friends and family, having some good food. I think the food on Thanksgiving is also the best. I love turkey, no matter what our vice president says. I love a turkey dinner. All the fix, well, most of the fixings. I'm not a big stuffing guy. Most of the potatoes, cranberry sauce. I love all that. So good. You just gotta hang out and enjoy what life is supposed to be. Much pie. Who shall we have? Well, tell your dad I said hello, and Carol Sue. Tell everyone there. Happy Opsgiving. See, Josh, I'm usually the dysfunctional one, so it all works out. They have to hang out with me. So that one we just saw come in is the 717 that came in from the Huey. That's gonna pass in front of the shot here any second now as we look down there at the Delta that's about to go. That Delta is a 7-6. It's heading off to LA with the extra X. uh, that made me laugh. iCrush servers. So iCrush servers is a lifelong. I want to say friend, but he's more of a brother. I've known this guy ever and ever and ever. We've been through a lot. His family and my family are kind of one family. In fact, after I moved here, to tell you how close we are, after I moved to Hawaii, he still went to my house and had Christmas and stuff with my family. So he's more of a brother than a friend. And so we've known each other for a very long time. Back when we were both dumb kids instead of being dumb adults. We were dumb kids. We were driving around on Thanksgiving, the day after Thanksgiving. Sorry, the day after Thanksgiving, we were bored. We didn't know what to do, and we thought, oh, let's go to the mall. No one will be at the mall because everyone's home with their family, and neither of us realized what Black Friday was. So we tried to go to the mall and got stuck in a line of people trying to get into the parking lot, and we were in this line of people for like an hour trying to get into the parking lot, and then we couldn't get out, so we just hung around at the mall. Yeah, why are you saying it like that? Cool it, cool it. Yeah, why are you stretching this? Let's see. Make sure we're not gonna miss anything. Uh, Next one's a Hawaiian community. So hello and welcome to Honolulu. Is Opsmas here? Ops Giving. Sorry, I'm a little ahead of myself. Um, I'm on vacation. Not vacation, really. I have a 4 day weekend. I got tomorrow off. That's why we're doing a members only stream tomorrow. Um, if you don't know who I am, you're just casually browsing the YouTube before football starts. My name is Patrick. The channel is Reverse Ops. We're an aviation live streaming tomfoolery channel based out of Honolulu, Hawaii. That's where we're at right now. It is a beautiful day here in Hawaii, full of illegal U-turns. What's that guy doing? That guy just decided to do complete Anyway, our home airport is Daniel K. Inouye International Airport. It's located on the south shore of the island of Oahu. It's right over here. Downtown Honolulu is right over there. And I am right here. Right in the middle. We usually do 3 of these shows a week: Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. As you can tell, I'm in a vacation mood, so I'm a little scatterbrained today. Thanks for feeling it. If you like what you're seeing, please hit that subscribe button, the like button, all those things, all those normal YouTube things. Smash that, press this, whatever. Do all of those as you can. You can also check out this link, reverseops.com/find me for all the other stuff that goes on with that too. The Discord channel, the Instagram, the Facebook, the PayPal, the merch shop, all that stuff there. I'm not going to bore you with all that, but check out that. It's a lot of interesting stuff. Okay, so we're about to get the next Hawaiian in. The next Hawaiian is coming in from Tokyo. Let me get off camera before I say something else now. Of course, that won't stop me from saying anything. I'm gonna just make it so you're not looking at me when I say it. See, you do. See, here in America we do Taco Tuesday. I guess in Mexico you do Taco Today. I was forgot to mention something earlier when I was talking about that Air Canada flight over there that's still here. I noticed something interesting on jet tip. So usually it's the I don't know why I'm pointing. You can't see what I'm pointing at. Oh boy, today's gonna be fun. Usually WestJet and Air Canada bring in 737 Maxes. Uh, Usually, I think there's three flights, three Canadian flights. I think two Air Canada, one WestJet, or maybe it's the other way around. They usually come in the afternoon, so I usually don't see them anymore. So they usually come in around 6 and then leave around 9. So most of your plane spotters don't see them here. But I noticed today on Jet Tip, like I said, they usually bring in 737s. Today, both WestJet and Air Canada are supposed to bring in Dreamliner 9s. So I guess all the Canadians are coming here for the weekend. Charlie Bravo 04, better known as Christine, celebrating 20 months at the 717 Inter-Island Travel. This is 20 months of Planes and Friends. That's what I like, Planes and Friends. Thank you very much. I'm still waiting on that Delta to move around. Still sitting there. Oh, I'm sorry. It has moved. Wasn't paying attention. That is a United 757. That is not a 767. The Delta made it all the way down to the end of the runway. I see it now turning down there. It's amazing how these big planes can like sneak up on you. We also have a Falcon 7X down on the and as you know what that is a baby trijet baby trijet. Hello, Miss Wills. Whoever's car that was, man, needs a tune-up. That's a 757. There's another 757 about to push back right behind it. It's lit up. Those are both. Those are heading off to LA with the Extra X and SFO respectively. Let's go around and get that big cycle. Yeah, we're having a Canadian baby. Canadians love Hawaii. Canadians really love Maui. They love Hawaii. There it is. I hope you guys sing along. Um, Judging by South Park, a lot of Canadians love. Uh, a lot of Canadians love Hawaii, Brandon. Bill and Linda have been summering there every year since 2005. They're Kamina. They have their Mahalo reward card. They get all their poke at the Safeway. If you haven't seen the Hawaii episode of South Park, it's most humorous. Hello, Sherry. Hope you're celebrating down there. South African dollars? I don't know what DAR is, but I will look it up. I like to know stuff. But thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Thanks for being a long time member member of the chat. I really like to thank you. All right, so that delta is moving. See if we can get it. Should be somewhere. There it is. Thanks again, Sherry. Good friend Keith from the UK is coming with a £10 super chat. Thank you very much. It's very kind of you. Hopefully, I can get that back to Heathrow soon and we can hang out. Happy Thanksgiving. Hopefully, even though you guys don't celebrate Happy Thanksgiving, I hope you have a wonderful. Hope you had a wonderful Thursday. Thank you again, Keith. A couple of membership anniversaries. Trav N7544. That's a good friend, Travis. Celebrating 21 months. Travis is a huge supporter of the channel. I think he's he's got more of my merch than I do. So thank you very much, Travis. Thanks for all your support. Hope you're doing well. I haven't seen you in a couple days. Usually down here. I haven't seen him in a couple days. But hope you're doing well. Have a happy Thanksgiving. Papa Kilo. This happy Thanksgiving. 21 men number. Thank you very much for your support. Really appreciate it. Hope you have a happy Thanksgiving as well. I'm looking forward to that, Keith. That's one of those things. I've been to the UK more than my fair share of times, and the one thing I say I'm going to do every time is go look at those stretchers, and I never make time to do it. And I keep saying next time I'll do it, next time, and then I just forget. Rands, Rands. Oh, interesting. Learn something new every day. Thank you, Sherry. Oh, thanks for tuning in, Lance. I hope you're doing better. Well, you're out of the hospital, so that's positive. So I hope you're doing better. Hope you have a speedy recovery. So basically, Thanksgiving was created as a way, just it commemorates a supposed meal that the Pilgrims had with the Native Americans when they first got here. So there was when the Pilgrims came. I hope I'm getting this right. 'Cause I'll feel really stupid if I don't. The Pilgrims came, Plymouth Rock, all that stuff. They weren't prepared. The Indians, the Native Americans, helped them with their first year of crops and harvesting, and taught them how to what crops were good in America and how to things. And so they had a big feast at the end of the harvest season, and they invited the Native Americans and the Pilgrims together. They had a big feast, and that's kind of what is commemorated by Thanksgiving. Uh, there's lots of different. It's one of those things where it happened several hundred years ago, and some of the details might not be as accurate. Some of the details might be a little fabricated here and there, but that's basically what it is, and it's kind of a way to be thankful for what you have and hang out with your family. I don't know how the turkey ended up being the main meal, but I'm glad it is. I love turkey. Take that, JD. Um, oh, yeah, our second turtle's here already. Wow. Loud reverse thrusters over here. Thanksgiving here in Hawaii is not as big as as Thanksgiving on the mainland is, because I don't know the exact reason that is, but I would imagine it has a lot to do with just the demographics of the people who live here. There's a lot of uh, high Asian population, over 50% of Japanese heritage. There's a amount of Filipino heritage, good amount of Native Hawaiian. So don't really traditionally have the standard American upbringing. I don't want to get too deep in the woods, but and then there's a lot of parallels between the Native Americans and the indigenous Hawaiian population. So it's not the biggest holiday here. Christmas is much bigger. Go out for Christmas. Christmas is kind of universal nowadays. Yeah, Kirsten actually the bird, the national symbol bird, the bald eagle for oh shoot oh Patrick, I'm talking about this. There we go. I didn't miss it. Still here. Still in the air. Um, Benjamin Franklin actually wanted the turkey to be the national bird of America as opposed to the bald eagle. He was very much in favor of that and it didn't quite pass. So, I don't know. I wonder. I wonder if anybody's ever eaten bald eagle. You can't do that here in America. You get arrested. But people eat Chinese food here a lot on Christmas Day, but it's probably not for the same reason uh, they eat Chinese food on Christmas in America. Usually, it's just what they eat. It's just they're not picking something different because it's open. They're just eating what they eat. Yes, Jen, it is taxiing right now. It's gonna be? It's that. Oh, it's that plane right behind the turtle there. That is Hawaiian Flight 6 in the background. That's weird. So, have you guys noticed people putting Christmas stuff up very early this year? Here in Hawaii, people have been had Christmas stuff up for weeks already. Like they started like 2 weeks ago putting up Christmas decorations, and I don't know why. Usually people wait till the weekend after. So this next coming weekend, they'll put all the Christmas decorations up. But man, the last 3 weeks, it's been pretty crazy. The amount of people with lights and stuff up already. It was that way during COVID. The 2020 Christmas during COVID, people put up their Christmas decorations here very early and kept them up. Ever. They kept them up weeks after. Mrs. Reverse Ops started with the Christmas decorations. She bought a Christmas light. Looks like a light off a Christmas tree, but it is half as tall as her. It's huge. It's like this 3 foot or 2.5 foot, uh, 2.5 foot high Christmas light. So that's Hawaiian Flight 6 in the background there. This one's coming at us is the Qantas coming in from Melbourne. It's very late today. So this one was supposed to be here at 6:15. It's now 8:24. So it's a little bit late. But it is back to being the One World. We've had the One World several times. Yeah, November 1st is a little early. I agree there. This is a Japan Air Dreamliner. This one's coming in from Tokyo. Hawaiian Flight 6 is almost to the end of the runway. Growing up, this may sound a little weird, but growing up, my family, we loved to put the Christmas tree up, but we hated to take it down. So usually we'd put the Christmas tree up the weekend after Thanksgiving, so this next weekend. And then we would leave it up, and we usually try to leave it up till after my birthday. And so then we'd take it down. And the older we got, the less thrilled we were about taking it down every year. So we just kept it up, and sometimes it would be March or April, and people would come over to the house, and my Christmas tree was still up. No third turtle. They have three of them, Tom, but they rotate them in two a day. So they had today was the sea green one and the orange one, so they left the blue one at home, and then tomorrow they'll bring in two and leave one of them home. They have had all three of them here at once occasionally, but it's very rare. It's usually either the last time was because of a mechanical issue that one got stuck here, and the time before that there was a uh, typhoon off of Japan, so they left all three of them here one night. But usually it's just two a day. They do have a third ANA flight that'll come in later today, but that will be a Dreamliner that'll come from the other side of Tokyo. This is Hawaiian Flight 6 heading off to Vegas. My dad always wanted to have a closet with a rail system on the floor where the tree, you could open the doors and you roll the tree out on a rail. And then after Christmas is over, you just roll it back in and then close the doors. Never really, never really worked out. Never really got that done. But I have a space in my house now that I've been dreaming of doing that. It's kind of a dead space above the stairs that I've been dreaming of doing that. Is that official upper? Is that actually? Is that an opinion or is that official? All right, so we have a Aloha Air Cargo meandering down to the reef runway. That'll go out in just a minute. That is heading off to Kailua Kona. We have a Delta 76 coming in from Tokyo. Well, I mean, uh, that's a long time. That's a long time. I don't see an end date, but I'm not not that I doubt it. Sorry, the sun moved on me. I had to move the sunshade a little bit. This is that Aloha. Oh, okay, upper, yeah, that's no problem. Uh, I just didn't see any end date. There's three of them stuck here. So there's one over to our right that's on the north hard ramp. That's a UPS. There was two over by Aloha Air Cargo, but they moved them over to Hickam. They're actually on Hickam Air Base right now. They don't have a lot of extra room to be storing aircraft here at the airport. So it's They were playing a shell game with them for a little bit, but they ended up having to ask the neighbors if they could park in their driveway for a little bit. I'm just hoping they're not done. Is it really? I mean, there's too many of them around just for them to just casually say, "Oh yeah, we're done with them. We don't want to deal with it." There's a lot of them still out there. It would take time to. It would take time for FedEx and UPS to, even if they accelerated the retirement. At this point, it would take a while because they already committed to push back the retirement. But I guess that all depends on what the inspections find. If the inspections find nothing, then go back to flying. If the inspections find something, then that changes everything. Yeah. So the one that we can see, we can't see the ones on Hickam. They're on over on the other over on the other side of everything. It's here, but there's more here. I think if the FAA did come down and say, hey, there's problems and we need to stop, I think UPS and FedEx would adapt. I mean, they're adapting right now. They might, you know, you know, might see them getting a few more of 757s or something like that, 767s to fill in the gap. It's the other ones that are really going to struggle. It's the that flying hospital and the Omega tanker and the there's a firefighting one. I think those companies are going to be really hurting. Yeah, I wouldn't expect them to fly anytime before the end of the year. I mean, just the amount of every one of them is going to have to be inspected. So I would imagine that will take longer than a month. Um, oh yeah, and Western Global too. Hello, Eham. I don't know how much military we're going to get today with the holiday. We won't get any. Maybe they'll get Boeing to crank up the 747 assembly line again. We'll get that A380 freighter that they were talking about years and years ago. You guys remember that? They were bad. They were just people were saying there's going to be a A380F out there. Hello, Wanderlust John. Uh, June I usually don't stream on Mondays. Usually it's Tuesday, Thursday, Saturdays. Uh, the only time I usually try to stream on Mondays, the only time I ever do stream on Mondays, if something unusual is happening or my day job gets in the way. But usually it's Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Hello, Reinhardt. Good to see you. If he flies in on the second, though, June, isn't the second a Tuesday? I believe I'll be here on Tuesday morning, the second. Um, if he's coming in the morning, I'll might be able to catch him. I have a day job, so during the week I have to get out of here by about a little bit before 10. So if he's coming in the morning, I should be able to get him. Why is it always 10:15, Eham? Can't they go 9:45, 9:15? Take care, Rebel. We'll see you. Have a good rest of your Thanksgiving. All right, so the next one in this side, we'll find out once and for all. This next one is coming in from Osaka. It's supposed to be the uh, Lilo and Stitch livery. But we're trying to figure out if it still is the Lilo and Stitch livery. They took it off the 717, so we're trying to figure out if it's still on this plane or not. Oh, you said I was had the wrong date. No, it's not. Because I changed it. It was wrong yesterday. I don't really care. We're live. They can't figure it out. Well, This is the 330. We'll find out if it has the Lilo and Stitch on the side. So since they took the ones off the 717, I haven't seen this plane or the 321. And no Stitch. So we've lost Stitch. Oh, it still has it on the engine though. Interesting. So it's a half. It's half on there. So this one used to have Stitch over the wing with a hibiscus flower in it. Reverse Ops is mad at me. So our good friend Michael St. Marie has gifted 5 Reverse Ops memberships. Super long time supporter of the channel. Thank you very much, Mike. Mike is somewhere getting close to 2 years, I think. Thank you very much for that and for the 5 gifted. Let's see if we can figure out who got this. Looks like, oh, our good friend Tony is back. I'll get an email tomorrow. Eddie, Stacy, Michael, and Ash, welcome. This one, there's the Stitch one. I'm still waiting Looks like it's waiting for a parking space. Thanks again, Michael. We have another longtime supporter of the channel, a 787 level member. Thank you very much, Frank Schoenstein. Is gifted another 5 reverse out memberships. Looks like Kirsten, Maurice, Storm, Eric, Steve, all the celebrations. Please join me in thanking Frank, huge supporter of the channel. Thank you very much, Frank. We can't tell if that Stitch plane found a home or didn't find a home. Looks like it's stuck out too far to actually be all the way in. No, maybe not. They have the door open. They have the door open. So maybe it's just an awkward angle. The one blocking our view of it though is a 757. Let's hit it off to SFO. That was supposed to leave at 8, so it's a little late. It's okay though, as long as it goes. Hopefully those people make their connections. You know, I've always heard flying on Thanksgiving was a bad idea. Never tried. I've tried it. No, I don't think I've tried it at all. I don't think I've ever flown on Thanksgiving. Do you guys see the pictures of DFW yesterday? Yesterday, DFW and LA with the X-Ray X both had huge traffic nightmares for different reasons. DFW was just overwhelmed with cars. They couldn't. It was like they couldn't fit any more cars into the area where you drive into the airport. It was just completely stopped. People were getting out of their cars and walking to the terminals because they just weren't moving. And in LAX, they had a similar problem, but it was because of protesters or striking workers were blocking traffic. This 717 here is coming in from Lehui. Oh, this is the other Stitch one, which we won't see Stitch on this one either. We almost had back-to-back Stitches, so with no Stitch on it. I want a model of this plane with the sticker on it, with the Stitch on. I can't find it. Anybody knows a company making the 717 with the Stitch livery? Shoot me an email. Let me know where you got it, where you see it. I'd like to get that one. A couple of companies make the 330 with the Stitch livery. I got one direct from Hawaiian Airlines, and then there's another company who makes the 321 with the Stitch livery. Might buy that. I haven't decided yet. But I'm looking for the 717. I'd like to buy the 717 with the Stitch livery. Thanks again, Frank. Appreciate it. More members. We have our good friend, Scottish Linda, wee Linda, who I'm very surprised there's another wee Linda out there in the airplane chats apparently. Saw something in the Discord yesterday about a second wee Linda. We should have that trademarked. We shouldn't let other people steal your name. But not only one, but two you very much, Linda. Let's see if we can. Oh, I didn't mean to take that away. Let's see if we can figure out who the recipients are. It's Encino and Trivialized Ed. Please join me in thanking you, Linda. This is another Hawaiian coming in from Auckland. Second Auckland flight of the day. So thanks again to all those who gave gift and membership. Michael, Frank, Lee, Linda. Appreciate it. Michael, apparently Austin was a huge failure for Hawaiians. Yeah, apparently Austin was a huge failure for Hawaiian. I heard from someone who remained nameless that they wish they didn't sign the contract for as long. They wanted to pull out earlier than they actually did. They pulled out as soon as the contract was up. I would like to see more options to fly to DFW, though. That's for darn sure. I think there's demand just for the connections alone. There's demand. I think there's more demand for DFW than is being realized. I think once Hawaiian's a One World member officially, I don't know if that officially comes with the single operator license. I don't know how that works, but uh, once they become a One World member, I wonder if they could figure out a way to get another flight. I don't know how American would feel about that. They kind of have a stranglehold on that airport. Thank you, Hawaii OU812. I appreciate that. Happy Thanksgiving to you as well. There's that United going by the background of the Hawaiian coming in here. This Hawaiian coming in here is coming in from Tokyo Haneda. Let that drift over and turn in front of us. That should be right about here, and it'll make a left turn right in front of us. WX Cat. I wonder if that's one of those things where it's like old advice, where it used to be the way to do it, but now everybody tries to do it, so it doesn't really work out anymore. Don't fly on fly on Christmas. There's gonna be no one there, so then everybody starts flying on Christmas. That's like here when I first moved here. Uh, Everyone, all the touristy stuff, the hikes and Manoa Falls and Diamond Head and hiking and all the Nama Bay. They would always say, "Oh, if you get there early, there's no one there. If you get there now, if you go early, everyone's there because everybody knows that advice." So it doesn't really work out anymore. Hawaiian. See, I don't know how that works. I know they have their single operator license now, but I don't know how One World sees that. Because I know you can't. Used to be able to book Hawaiian flights direct through American site. They had a shared services agreement, I think it's called. Uh, so you could say, uh, for instance, you were coming. Golly. So you could fly American from LA to here, and then on the same ticket go to Maui on Hawaiian. Um, and then for some things you could fly from here to like Long Beach on Hawaiian, but book it through American. You cannot do that anymore. They've taken that away. Like today, Brandon. Like if you looked it up right now, you can book it. Because I tried to do that for Mrs. Reverse Ops uh, going to California next week, and I could not do it. It wouldn't give me the option. Huh. It would not let me do that a couple of weeks ago. Not even a couple of weeks ago. It wouldn't let me do that a week ago. She just bought the ticket. Steve, I don't know. I don't know, Steve. I don't see any fire trucks. Did I miss a fire truck? There's some. Well, it looks like one's sitting out in front of the fire station down there, but I don't think they're doing anything. I'm sorry, I don't see anything. Hmm. Oh, yeah. Sometimes they cycle the tanks. I know they do that a lot. We can when we're at the other end of Lagoon Drive, we're very close to the other fire station, which is down there, and they'll cycle the water. So usually they'll water some plants or water down some dry areas to get some so less dust. But if you're watching the 360 camera, let me know if it came back up because I restarted the stream. I think the encoder is getting too hot. It's starting to get rather toasty out here. The encoder was just too hot, so I put some fans underneath it. Got it a little out of the sun. Alright, so the Queen has made it down to Romeo, so it'll be out on the reef runway here in just a second. Alright, thanks, Tilly. There's a lot of things they don't tell you when you start aviation live streaming. Yes, let me drop the link in the chat. There's a 360 camera. Stalled again, huh? Take care, Keith. We'll see you. Says it's pumping out. Let's go to this screen, see what it's doing. Excellent connection. Well, okay. Oh wait, it might be back now. Oh, it seems to be back now. I think it's just it's getting very, the temperature wise is okay, but the sun is really starting to get, I don't have, my sunshade works for me, but not for the equipment sometimes. Let's go back over here. Sunshade is designed to shade me, not necessarily the equipment, which equipment needs it more than I do. thing I'm kind of jealous about. Some people have the ability to pan the tripod and look at something else at the same time. As soon as I take my eyes off the screen, even for a half second, and wander all over the place. Reposition the sunshade once again. In the shade. Well, thank you, Perfect. Good friend, Perfect. 060, or is it 0? That's, I gotta be 060, right? It's gifted 5 reverse up memberships. Thank you very much. Looks like Scott, Davo, Hannah, Gertrude, and Battling for Brody are all the recipients up. So please join me in thanking Perfect. That's awfully generous. So the next one out on the reef runway is heading off to SFO. It's a Max 9. So when we were out here on Tuesday, as soon as we packed up, we were down at the other end, and as soon as we packed up, they started bringing in heavies on 4 right. The Philippines, Japan, all these heavies coming in on 4 right for some reason. As soon as I hit like end on the stream, Philippine is still ways out there. That's still half an hour out, but so we're gonna go a little bit longer, but not too much longer. I was hoping to catch that smart wings dart, but I don't see, like, again, I don't see any activity around it. Let's see if we can get a little closer. A little closer. Don't be done. Get a little closer. Still looks like it has cones in front of the entrance. I don't see any other activity. I looked it up a little bit ago, and I don't have it didn't list a departure time. Let's look it up again and see if that's been updated. The Qantas One World we saw come in a little while ago, that is heading back to Melbourne. Oh, shoot. What am I doing, Patrick? I forgot to mention something about 2 hours ago. Did it go live yet? Did it go live? Let's check out Instagram and see. It did. What am I doing? It's supposed to be a professional live stream. Uh, so, along with Thanksgiving, Ops giving, uh, I should have named this Black Ops Friday. That was a suggestion by, I think, Josh the other day. But we have the day after Thanksgiving is usually Black Friday, and so a lot of sales happen. You go beat up someone for a TV, traditional American stuff. But we're going to do it a more civilized way. We're going to do it online. So we have a new special running right now at the Reverse Op Shop. Right now, 20% off your entire order. I don't know why I didn't put this up earlier. I was distracted again. Yes, Kristen. So we have a special going, Black Friday special over at the Reverse Op Shop. That is reverseopshop.com. Right there at the bottom. I'll have if you're on a TV or on something where you can't click on a link that's in the description, I'll have a QR code here in a second. But we're doing 20% off your entire order. No minimum, no maximum. Is buy as little as you want or as maximum as you want. No restrictions on anything. Just the only restriction is you have to use the code OPSGIVING at checkout. Other than that, there we go. Thank you, Kirsten. Other than that, no minimum to buy, none of that, no games, no hoops to jump through. Head on over to Reverse Op Shop, and you can get things like a coffee mug, hat. My favorite shirt is the I'm Just Here for the Pop Tart shirt there on the left. That shirt on the right is one of our Aloha collections. That's one of our Aloha shirts. We have 3 of those with matching slippas. So we check that out under the Aloha collection. We also have all the Germany stuff is still there. If you missed out on that, now's a great time to get it. But anything in the shop, anything for sale, just put it in the cart. 20% off your entire order. That should be a lot of cool stuff. Everything in the shop is made by me. Was designed by me. For good or for bad, everything in the shop is designed by me. So I take a lot of pride in it. I'm very happy other people enjoy it. It's a good way to support me and what I do here, and it's also a good way to get some extra clothes. And we're right at the beginning of gift giving season. This this code is going to go all the way through the 29th. So today is the 27th. So let's go all the way through the 29th at midnight Hawaii time. So check that out. There's a lot of cool stuff in there. I'm going to throw that QR code up here for the people watching. Go back to the main camera. This, and we'll throw the QR code up for the people watching on television. So that QR code there will take you to the Find Me page. Oops. But the Find Me page has a link to the shop list. should be our last Hawaiian or sorry Japan Airlines coming in. It is coming in from Osaka. Here, give us a nice turn on the catwalk here, Jal. Come on, turn. There we go. Turn on the catwalk there. Thank you, Peterbilt. Perfect. Appreciate it. So if you guys saw my Instagram story, on some of you were talking about turkey pop tarts. That's all AI. I found that online. Pop tart flavor did not. I would try them. So many of you know Mrs. Reverse Off's birthday was a few days ago, and I said in the stream I wasn't going to buy her anything. And I said that because I knew she was listening. So I actually did buy her some stuff. And one of the things I did buy her for her birthday was Oreo came out with a pack of cookies for Thanksgiving. So Oreo came out with this pack of cookies for Thanksgiving. It's Thanksgiving related. So there's a cranberry flavored cookie, a pumpkin pie flavored cookie, an apple flavored cookie, a cream corn flavored cookie, and a turkey and stuffing flavored cookie. So I will pass that along, Luke. So we're gonna try those. We're gonna try those tomorrow night. Since we're doing an actual Thanksgiving dinner tonight, we're gonna try those cookies tomorrow. Probably the most expensive Oreos I've ever bought in my life because Oreo wouldn't ship them to me. I had to ship them to my sister and have her ship them to me. This Southwest is biscuits. She likes Oreos, and they're weird Oreos. I think she liked them. See, if Mrs. Reverse Ops wanted perfume, jewelries, or bouquets of flowers or champagne, she married the wrong dude. 'Cause I am not that dude. Luckily, I'm fairly confident she knows. She wouldn't have put up with me for so long if she didn't. They're the regular Oreos, not extra stuffing. But extra stuffing on the turkey and stuffing would have been funny. I read some reviews on them, and as you would expect, the turkey and stuffing one is the one people say is the worst one. But very positive reviews for the cranberry and the pumpkin and the apple. And even the cream corn they said wasn't that bad. So we're looking forward to trying those out. Well, we give a full review on the channel. Hello, Sydney. Okay. This Southwest, this is the second one that came in. The first one was Vegas. This one came in from San Jose. We have the we have the Qantas rolling out to the reef runway. I'm trying to decide what's going to be our Hana Hope plane of the day. We have back-to-back 777s coming in, so we're going to wait for those. That is two peeled bananas. We have a banana split here in a few minutes. Those are the Singapore Airlines co-branded with DHL, so we get those here. One is almost over my head, and the other one's on the downwind somewhere over there. They're all the chocolate cookie flavor too. I heard someone said the pumpkin would have been better if it would have been the golden cookie, but you can't have everything. Yeah, I can hear that 777 over my head. Can't see it though. Oh wait, it's in the wrong spot. Just behind this cloud, which means out the other side of the cloud. It is sitting in the shade. It's very nice, and the sun is a little hot. Got our UV index. It says it's low today, but I don't know about that. Seems pretty toasty in the sun. Qantas will be next. Well, should beat the DHL, so we won't have to decide which one to take. Nice. Qantas is rolling. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Little Ruza rolling. Little Ruza rolling. Nobody told Jonathan about that. describe it. A little up and down action on the way out of here. It's a little weird. All right, so we have back-to-back Fuentes next, and I don't see anything other than Philippine. We'll probably stay for the Philippine, but I don't see much on the arrival after that. Just a bunch of Southwests and small Hawaiians for a long time. Double check the departure board just to make sure. Yeah. Asia Pacific at 11. That's a long way away. So we'll probably call Philippine Air our Hanaho plane of the day. Yeah, exactly, Telly. It looked like it was kind of bucking. I guess that's a good word for it. It wasn't the. I don't think I was doing anything with the camera, so I don't think it was the camera angle. I think it was actually the plane. This is the first of two DHL. Keep it a little further back here because the heat haze is getting really bad. I don't want to. It looks like you're looking through a stained glass window if I zoom in too much. So we're keeping it out a little bit. You get the gist of it though. I posted some videos of the last couple of days, last couple of weeks. If you guys are interested, I posted one this past Monday. It was a video from a couple of weeks ago when we had a bunch of F-22. Get that hype button, give me some hype points to spread the word on that. That is the F-22 departure video. And then about a week before that, we put up the video of the three back-to-back C-17 arrivals. That one went crazy. That had almost 600,000 views now. Blew up on second DHL. Oh, there it is, right at the top of the screen. This one here is coming in from Cincinnati. The one before it came in from LA with the extra X. So, in case you're wondering, they are operated by Singapore Airlines. So they actually have Singapore Airlines employees here. Worked the two flights. Hello, HNL Planes. Good to see you.
Alright, so that one, this one here is going to go right over and park right next to the other one, or at least close to it.
So we'll have a nice banana split over there.
Follow that. Next plane comes up here.
So it looks like it's going to wait a couple seconds for the ground crew.
Let's wait in. I'm going to show you Idaho plane of the day. Right.
So in case you don't know, Hanaho, it roughly translates to saying encore. Encore at the end of a performance, you would say encore. One more. So this is roughly one more. Actually, more roughly translates into work more. Hanaho, at the end of a musical performance, you would scream Hanaho at the band. So we're going to call these the last plane of the show, the Hanaho plane of the day. This is Philippine Flight 100. It's coming in from Manila. All right, I'm almost done. Uh-huh.
thank you, everyone. It's been a lot of fun today. Glad we were able to spend the holiday with you. I hope everyone has a great rest of your Opsgiving. Eat some turkey and some pumpkin pie and all that jazz. That's what I'll be doing. We're going to pick up the kids now. See you later. So, hope everyone has a great rest of your week. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Here, we'll see you tomorrow. Remember, we're going to it won't be a super long stream. It'll be about an hour or so. So join us tomorrow at 10 if you're a channel member. If you'd like to get in on that stream, it's not too late to become a channel member. Membership level starting at just $1.99 a month. Hit that join button. You need to be ready to go for tomorrow. Don't forget about the special we're running over at Reverse Op Shop. Black Friday, 20% off your entire order. Opsgiving is your code. Perfect time to stock up for the gift giving season. All your friends will look really good on Reverse Options. And then we'll be back here again on Saturday for our normal show. For the life of me, I can't remember if I started that at 7 or 6:45 or 10:15. But either way, we'll be here watching planes on the Saturday. You can't get much better than that. Thanks again to everyone. I forgot to roll the stream. I don't have I have the different shows set up for Opsgiving, so I don't have the video that I usually play at the end. Thank you to the channel members. I don't have that queued up in the other show. We'll do that again on Saturday. But I do want to thank all my channel members: the 717 ladies, the 321s, the 330, most of all the 787 Hano Hano levels. I want to thank my mods. She used to be over there. She's not there. This is Reverse Ops. Thanks to everyone. We'll be back here very soon. I hope everyone, like I said, has a great rest of your Opsmas. I love streaming on these holidays. It really brings everyone together. So next holiday we do will be Opsmas. I bet you can guess when that's going to be. We'll do Opsmas. So thanks again, everyone. Have a great rest of your week. I didn't miss anything in the chat. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything in the chat because I'm really bad with missing chat messages. Good. We're good on that. All right. Take care, everybody. Oh, O'Malley's here right in. Hope you're having a good Opsgiving, O'Malley. All right. Take care, everyone. We'll see the members tomorrow. We'll see everybody on Saturday. Aloha, everyone. All right, thanks for jumping over to the 360 stream. I'm gonna keep this up while I pack up. Thanks again, everybody. Yep. 360 stream is still going. So no potty mouth.
Should I give Lisa a heads up?
Yeah, probably.
In about what, 20 minutes?
Well, I gotta go drop the truck off. So if you want to go just straight there and then go straight home. Yeah. Yeah. I think we're done here. I have everything packed up except for the 360 camera now, so got to throw a couple extra things in the truck and then I'm done. So thanks again for hanging out with us today. We got 60 people here. All right. Thanks again for hanging out with us today. Have a great rest of your holiday. If you're from another part of the world, just, be thankful for what you have. That's what we kind of do here. But thanks. Have a good rest of your Ops Giving. We'll see you members tomorrow, right about 10 a.m. Hawaii time. So about 23 hours from right now. A little around 23 hours from right now. So we'll see you all. Aloha, everyone.